Okay, so doing a test video viewing. So the first thing I want to do is look around the surrounding area, just at the properties, so you can see they're not shit, but you know they are council houses. You can see on the side of that house, it's council. You can look at the cars. It's usually a good thing. Audi. So you know they're not. It's a poorer area for sure, but not shit. You know, it's not got crap everywhere. Nobody's houses look terrible. I did a little drive-by of the area. The thing that's important to get though is that these style of houses are definitely the lower end of the council house for the area. Even round the corner there, the houses are just nicer looking. So from a sales perspective, I just think like it's worth looking at those price differences and see them. That one's sold there, but you can see it's an older person's house even from the bit. And then this is ours. So obviously you'd stand across the road looking at the roof. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Looking at the guttering, it looks a little rusted, but that's just taking it down, put it back up. There's nothing really. Right, let's go in. So at the front, you should always look at the neighbours' houses as well, so you can see it's overgrown, so it usually gives you an idea of how long it's been empty. But looking at the neighbouring houses, you can see that's a bit rough, but at the same time the main thing is that I'm noticing is next door beautifully clean at the top, and so is the other one at the end, which tells me they're both council houses, and these two in the middle are privately owned. So it's got that with shared access there, which means it's a flying freehold, so not a massive deal, but is something to consider because that can limit the lenders. Brickwork, it's all pretty clean, but needs repointing in places. You can see that's crap. That might be worth considering. If you are selling it, bits at the top, that's not an issue, it's just scraping back and repainting, but brickwork looks good. It's double glazing windows, needs a clean, obviously a clean up out here. And then let's go in. So right now we've got an outside perspective, very quick. You've got looking at the neighbouring properties and the area as well, and then making sure you're looking at seeing loads of posts. Big thing, it's obviously been empty. Smell when you come in, doesn't smell damp at all, but you can see, yeah, it's got that smell where it's been. Electrics are on. Okay, doors fine, but it doesn't catch a little bit. Again, something to think about whether you want it as a rent or not, but that needs sorting, but it's not really an issue. It's been replastered, feeding's been put in properly. Always looking in the corners, seeing if there's any damp, but I'll tell it's unlikely to be. Stairs look fine. Just carpeting and stuff like that. Right, again in here, okay. Just checking the windows, making sure there's no cracks. Looks alright. Not exactly the best lighting in the world. Random cracks like that, so that wall need doing. The other walls are actually alright. Corner's fine. Just looking in here. Boiler doing its best to turn on when it's off, not really sure why. So is that. It's cool. I mean, this is shit, but there's the LCD in it. So up there, so we need to do. The kitchen is not to everyone's taste. Cool. Again, the Artex on the ceiling, if I were reselling it, then I'd probably get works done, but cool. There we are. In here. Out here, I can tell already. So that's obviously bad. what I'm not is a specialist in this, so I want to get as much close up as possible just to see if it is. I mean, they're stinging nettles, which is a bit brutal and shit, but I'll probably pause the video now and get some pictures of it as well. Unfortunately, I can't inspect the back of the house, but just tipping up and looking similar to the front. I'll just make sure there's no cracks and tip my head out at the top. So there we go, and I'll get some pictures of this now. Oh, upstairs. Looks obviously it needs completely redoing in the bathroom. Light up there, I've already jumped up there previously. It's not a hole, it's a window up there, but it's all fine, and the main thing is checking for damp. Again, you can see replastered, it's actually quite smooth, so it should be fine. Again, looking in here, that's going to have to come out, so take you out like this skip. Some clothes there, see if you want any. Again, double glazing all of the windows as well. All the keys are here, which is a small thing that you might not think about, but it is good. Why I'm looking at outside though is, looking next door, it's cleaned up, they're all pretty clean. You know, the only thing I'm worried about is the metal railings at the back, like that. But to be honest, I don't think that's the end of the world. And yeah, that way as well. So I think getting it, obviously you have to factor in the full cost of that, which is probably 20 by 8 meters, 20 by 6, 20 by 7, something like that. But yeah, then we're upstairs. Second bedroom over here. Again, just see plasterboard there, but nothing major. You know, you have to take that off the wall. Check the windows there already, double glazing. Again, completely standard for these sort of properties. Always with cracks like this. They're only tiny ones, but you want to, is it hard behind? Because if it is, easy enough to fill in. If it's blown out at all, it's probably going to come off and you have to re-skim the wall. Something to think about, because it is an added expense. But yeah, plasterboard as well. Now the thing with this is, so there's a bit of space up there that can be utilised. This thing here, I think it's looking if this part here can come up, which I'm convinced you won't be able to. But I don't know. I think it's worth seeing what's happening around there. But that's further inspection. The thing about this is, I'll get the tape measure and just measure this room, but I'm fairly certain this will be the size where in this area we won't be able to have a kid in there over the age of 10. So, but I'll double check that, because the sizes might actually be fine. But yeah, there we go. I'll get some photos and then we'll wrap this one up.